I don't think so. Because
I'm reading off fucking Google. I don't know. I'm just reading. Every time we play Minecraft, the creeper is always trying to blow up our fucking house. So that's where that reference comes from.
I'm the one that's speaking how to wage a war with these motherfuckers.
I did make a conscious effort to start like not interested in things. Not because I wasn't, but because this was not the time or place.
Oh my god, what?
I made like $400 or $500 in a month from TikTok.
Yeah, now you spend it on big booty bitches.
Which is myself. I haven't played in a long time. Because
Hey, and you haven't played in Canada.
Oh yeah, there is exchange rate on the mana too, so everything that costs you 2 mana is just like 3.5 mana in Canada. So the curve is a little different here.
Yeah.
My first question to you, man, is how far away from an elementary school do you live?
5 minutes. Welcome to the Skull Hunter podcast. This podcast is brought to you, the people. Thank you so much for staying tuned. Seriously, you guys have been oddly giving us support, and I appreciate that. Anyways, we got kicked off of iTunes. Let's just start off with how bad Apple sucks, okay? Apple has... Oh, by the way, we have Funker and Joseph, and we will have Charles. He's just running a little late.
Howdy, and was it because of the content?
It was not because of the content. It's because James's Apple ID...
I'm not changing my ways, but damn, I was hoping Apple would have complied.
I was hoping Apple would too. Like, I can listen to a podcast about how you can get fingered at night. So you're telling me that I can't post our podcast on there? No. The problem is Dad, who never came back from milk, Apple ID is connected. I tried to connect my Apple ID to it, and now it's freaking out. And it has temporarily banned us from putting it on there, so I have to contact support, and I haven't been able to, so I had a midlife crisis, grew a mustache, and now we're here. Welcome to the Scholar Podcast. Again, I don't know.
This podcast is brought to you by me. I brought this podcast to be.
I brought this to attention. So we're no longer on Apple Podcasts. I don't think we're ever on Apple Podcasts. But exciting news though, we are getting approvals for iHeartRadio. We'll be on iHeartRadio's podcast system. We are on Google. We are on CastCloud. We are on Anchor. We are on Spotify. And we are on one more platform I can't remember the name to. But it's all in the link down below.
Rest in peace, Stitcher.
No. But yeah, no, we're on more
Stitcher
platforms
got
though.
Off, yo.
Dude, can we real fast discuss why TikTok is now just Amazon with videos?
I've got some things to say about TikTok lately as
Please.
Well. All right, so I'll warm this up. I'll be quick about this.
Okay.
So as you know, I'm chasing writing. By the way, if you guys watched the video from last time when Funker's like, "Oh, good job, Brian," and I'm just like totally dead face. I was dead face 4 times throughout the course of that episode because I'm like, I was just shutting down. I have no idea what the fuck to say some of the times. And so I kept putting this post up. I'm surprised about the things that I don't react to.
Yep.
Point being is that because TikTok and my phone is listening to me, it knows that I'm more interested in like writerly content. And so a lot of authors are putting out TikTok pages now where they're giving a lot of good advice, a lot of good writing advice. And some of it that I've been able to take in terms of story structure, kind of like sanity checking, like am I on the right track? And that's all well and good, but after like 20 or so of these different like up and coming authors who are trying to build a following by giving out advice and then forming their community, I'm like, no one's talked about their book. Nobody talks about the book. Is the whole like long-term strategy to just try to sell to other writers? I'm really surprised that it's showing me all the writing stuff and it's never showing me like the writing. It's like most of the writing that I learned was from reading other people's writing. But also I listened through a lot of content as an editor. Movies have writing, so they count. Games have elevated to an art form. They have writing, they count. So it's not just like getting advice. It's paying attention to writing. It's living and absorbing the material. So I'm just like TikTok, if you can hear me, I want to see some of the books. I want to know what kind of plots people are selling these days. What stories are people dying to tell nowadays? All right, so that was my rant. What's pissing you off about it?
So real fast, I would like to point out, as we all know, I took a bit of hiatus, some may say. So when I took a bit of a hiatus, I didn't realize that when I logged into TikTok, every fucking fifth video or third video is either a sponsorship or selling shit, or it's a girl trying to get me to click on her fucking OnlyFans. That is all TikTok is now. I can't get the algorithm to fix itself. And God forbid if I make a new account, I went on to TikTok with nothing, like no logins. And first thing I get is a girl going, wait, can you see my ass?
No.
No. I mean, I've seen you do this like 12 times, so
He's gonna hurt himself.
He really needs this visual. It has. We can't get past it until it lines up with what he storyboarded.
Exactly. So now we all got that in our heads. Sorry, audio listeners. So now we have that in our heads.
Don't apologize to them. They're the ones that get off easy, anyways.
Yeah, you get off so easily. You just listen to them moaning. So that's all I get when I log into a new account. And it's like, okay, cool, but my TikTok is now, I'm back to trying to post content. I'm like, okay, let's see the feed. Oh, it's her trying to sell me candles. Okay. Oh, Harry Potter on your butt plug. Okay. Oh, she wants me to click her OnlyFans. Oh, give me content. Not bad. Oh, trying to sell me shit again. The TikTok shop is fucking awesome and stupid at the same time. I absolutely love it for the small creators and trying to hustle and stuff. I love it. But if I wanted to shop, I would go on Amazon. Like, if I wanted to buy shit, I would go on Amazon. I
go to shopping places.
Yeah, there should be like a Facebook Marketplace tab specifically for TikTok. There is. So stop throwing it in my feed as much as they're doing, and I fucking hate it. Like,
Now that you say it, I have experienced a lot more promotional ads on TikTok. It does feel like it's been every 5 or 6 on the platform now. And the thing I was most shocked by was the fact that OnlyFans content is not on my feed at all. It was the novelty of it. I got a little like overwhelming how many performers were on TikTok. And then I did make a conscious effort to start like not interested in things. Not because I wasn't, but because this was not the time or place.
I'm gonna one interested on seeing that booty be clapping. But no, now you just go to
getting off the toilet.
Now you just go over to TikTok, or now you just go over to Twitch, and you get all you need.
Right.
Oh yeah, it's true. So do they end up long-terming that? I didn't follow it completely, but first they said, all right, we're gonna let the women get undressed. I don't know if they're still allowing that. Yeah, I'm just staying off the platform now because again, it's just
so
I can't. I need to get off the toilet.
My thing about TikTok is like, mine is a mixture in between both of your guys' stuff. It's like sometimes I'll get like the spicy material stuff, at the same time, Demon Daddy's content is kind of fall in that category.
Makes
sometimes
sense.
Makes sense, right?
Yeah, for you it's market research.
Yeah, exactly, and not just fake bank. The TikTok shop thing, I've noticed, like, it is on there. Like, you could be scrolling through one person's videos. Like, let's say, I go to Jordan's, and I'll scroll through, like, 4 or 5 of them, right? There will still be a commercial, aka commercial, or an ad for something for TikTok shop. While I'm looking directly at someone's page, I'm just like, I understand, like, TikTok's finding a way to make more money because, now that they're paying money to the U.S. government, they got to find a way to make their money and stuff back. But I will say the TikTok shop, there's a lot of independent people that just sell on there, and which is really cool. Well, I just found out one of the company I just got for hot sauce called Extreme Regret. Unbelievably good hot sauce, and you can only get it on TikTok shop and like their website right now. And really good stuff, as well as a few other random items. But at the same time, if you really look at it, some of that stuff on there, I feel like is Temu and what is that other one? What was the other one?
AliExpress. Wish.
No, Wish.
Yeah.
I feel like it's just TikTok version of like Wish and Temu.
That's honestly, that's kind of how I feel about it too. And I'm not like, I'm trying to be careful because I know there's going to be a huge disconnect of people, and we'll get back into the comedy in a minute. But there's a switch between people. There's like the people who are making a business, homemade this, making, custom hats, custom this, and 100% fucking go for it. That is what the platform is there for, is to help you get the reach and the audience you want. The ones that I don't like are the entrepreneurs who are sitting there selling me a fucking Swiffer mop. I don't give a fuck.
Here's me side hustle. You can start doing it right now.
I mean, it is. I'm waiting for Ty Lopez to be like, you know what I learned? Knowledge and TikTok. It's like, that's what I'm waiting for.
Let me get this on the whiteboard. Knowledge.
Knowledge.
He drives by on his Ferrari
TikTok.
as he writes on the whiteboard.
Well,
He's going around.
It's just a line.
Well, I don't know how many TikTok followers you guys have on like your main accounts or whatever.
No.
But I have over 5,000 now.
God damn!
Nice.
I have more now on TikTok than I do on Kick and Twitch put together,
Nice,
which is
dude.
crazy.
I have 100 followers,
That's hot.
which is not at all surprising because I am the least consistent content creator on the planet. So,
But I noticed after I hit the 5,000 mark, my inbox is starting to turn into a lot of people talking about one of the biggest scams that people don't realize that's on TikTok, which is agencies.
Mm-hmm.
like what kind?
So agencies on TikTok, there's people there's spam ones and then like real ones, and you'll get a lot of spam ones that are like, hey, yeah, we don't charge you nothing. All we need is your email to use for TikTok, blah blah blah, so we can promote you, blah blah blah. Usually there's a scam for them to get the email so they can try to get your account and get your stuff off of there. But agencies are supposed to be an agency that you pay a certain amount of money to, and they require you to like stream a certain amount, do certain kind of content, do certain kind of battles. Like there's a list of things that they have you do, but like, and they'll sometimes even go in there and gift you, but you have to pay some of that back when, it comes time to pay the money and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But there's so many fake ones that people are getting hit with. They're like, oh yeah, my agency's not doing anything. And then, a couple of months later, their account's banned because, it's connected to a fake site or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So people's got to really watch out for that, about how, like, TikTok agencies, there's real ones and fake ones. And if they're telling you that, they're not going to take any money, but they're going to give you a lot more followers and gifts, good chances are they're just out to get your email.
100%. So beware. Don't catch a predator. Beware. Or catch a predator.
Well, I mean, if you can catch a predator,
if you can catch a predator, catch one.
Yeah.
Save Chris Hansen a trip. That man catches like 18 people a day within the same time span. They fit him in like a stripper fits ones in her bands. Like,
I'm surprised that they haven't started doing like dual catches where like they started luring two guys into like one house at the same time. So you're in IT, yeah, dentistry. Yeah.
Dude, I can't. I want to make. This is another reason why I just. Oh man, I got so many things in my head. So for one, I like this idea. I would love to film a skit of doing that, like two predators come to Chris Hansen, but then I don't want the video to go viral and then people know my face as a predator.
That's why okay, valid point. But I've stacked up like several things that I want to understand now. So first of all, when you said like go back to comedy, I appreciate you keeping tabs on the audience like that, but I just want to go on record and say that I've always like, when I first started doing this show, I love that we actually will like switch gears and do more of like a smart talk kind of episode too. So I want our audience to want to look forward to that side of it too, and not feel like this is the shit they got to sit through to get the other side, right? We're by creators for creators.
Yeah.
But to your current point, now you are supplying the evidence for us right here, right now, which is that glorious two mustaches that are working out the arrangement before they meet in the middle. That our faces are tools as actors, right? Our job is to figure out different ways to configure our face, so then that way we basically wear a mask. And so, if you're worried about this sketch, we just gotta like, come up with characters, different attire, different headwear, different glasses, light prosthetics, beards. There's all sorts of stuff that we could do to kind of like not mask our identity, but also create sort of separate identities that we can direct this this pressure towards.
100%, and honestly, like, that's what I would do. And then, so what I was gonna say is, what would be fun to do is, for those of you who were listening last week or the week before that, we were talking about our passports and stuff. I got my passport sent out. Here's the proof that I can show. I got a photo of myself right there. I look fucking thick. I look fucking
So
thick.
why are you showing in the little like serial number thing?
Well, because you see, shit be crazy. So I got my passport, so hopefully here soon it will come in the mail, and I get to go to Canada. I get to go to Canada, but if I'm there as Joseph, I bet your ass we're filming a skit or two, and we're doing the podcast there.
Okay.
Get fucking ready. Get ready.
If it's comedy, they're called sketches. Oh god, this tail's gonna kill me. There's like sketches in comedy. Sketches. That's
How
it.
sketchy.
Yeah. Kind of sketchy.
I'll take it, but I still have to.
Okay, so
this.
what is the comedy? What is comedy? Is that a skit or a sketch?
Sketch. In comedy, they're referred to as sketches.
No, what's
I
a
went
skit?
to comedy school. We wrote sketches in class. Skits are in drama. They're more just for like general enactment, not necessarily a drive to be funny. It's just we're just playing it out.
Yeah,
skits
yeah.
end up
Yeah.
comedic.
Kind of like reenacting something that happened for.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I remember that. I used to have one of those things. You used to like turn the knobs.
Not
and
an
everything.
actual sketch, you fuck.
That was it. I think that's all the sketch-related material. Sketchy, sketch. If anybody else needs to get anything else out of their fucking system, do it now.
Hey, little bit of shit. So I think we'll do a skit. Is that right? Skits.
I hate you. So much.
Oh fuck! I love it.
It
Here.
was a bit, damn
what's
it.
the point? What's the point of being right if it's just gonna entail more abuse?
Cause it's called content, you fuck.
You have a point.
I look like the definition of a predator. Now I really want to do this bit with
Oh
Joseph.
no! Oh my god! What is that streamer's name? He wears this stupid wig. Big buff guy. He's a gamer streamer. Doctor.
Disrespect.
Yeah. Look at the mustache.
2 times.
Oh,
2 times.
but I don't think that's Dr. Disrespectful. That is a different streamer. I know the one you're talking about. He wears the vest, right? Like a Call of
Vest,
Duty
big-
streamer.
Yeah, wears the big thing and then wears like a stupid wig. At least I think it's a wig. If not, then I'm about to get canceled by this guy.
Well, okay, Dr. Disrespect probably has. He's got the 80s and like mullet kind of hairstyle.
yeah,
but there is
yeah.
another streamer who like is also along these lines. So
2 times.
now, here's the thing. I wanted to get back to something because
Yes, go ahead.
because what you were talking about how TikTok has gotten more commercialized, and I think that actually lines up with the fact that TikTok is trying to stretch past what we used to think TikTok was for, which is just shorts. TikTok now has to have the infrastructure for live streams. TikTok has to have the infrastructure for 10-minute content, 20-minute content, and the content on TikTok especially, but shorts in general, because they're short, they tend to usually be higher quality than what somebody could do if that same person had to make 10-minute, 20-minute, 30-minute content on the YouTubes. I remember when I first moved into this location, Planet SR38, we didn't have our Wi-Fi up for the first weekend, so I was relying on my 7 gigs of data. Now, I listened to one PBD stream, and then I was on TikTok for an hour. My data was like half spent because the video quality on TikTok is so pristine. Most people are producing in 1080p at least, or probably 4K at this point. 4K is almost at that point where it's pretty much anybody can access it. So that should eats up data fast. So to stream at that rate, but to also put out long form content at that rate, I'm not surprised that they're looking for more ways to generate revenue because they got the money to put into it. But having the money to put into it, good luck convincing people who have money to spend it on things like that. They need it to put money into itself. So that's where I think like they're crash testing it a lot. But the final thing I have on that is I think that they're a pretty malleable group of people running that platform. So I think if they realize they're overdoing it, they will see a decline in activity. And so I think they can course correct if on a large scale people are getting pissed off. But it's hard to see that as the outcome, just because if I'm not satisfied with something on TikTok, I just scroll up. Right? Just takes a second to vote for the next thing that I want to see.
Yeah, it's like I had this exact conversation with some people in my Discord about the TikTok Live Studio. And the listeners, if you don't know what TikTok Live Studio is, it's basically Streamlabs directly for TikTok.
And nothing
It allows
else.
you, nothing else. Originally, you could just basically do some basic things and then either stream your camera, stream your video games. You have to have a certain amount of followers and some other minor things. But
Was that
now,
following minors?
yes, they actually have a tab to where like it will turn it off and not show up on the thing for anyone that's not verified of 18 and up. So that's a really good thing too. But now, like when I think first came out, like you could barely do anything with it. Me and Jordan had this conversation when I first started trying to get it. I fucking just went at it and got the viewers I needed for it, and then whatever. Originally that's what you could only do. Now they just put in you can do TikTok battles off of your stream for that. Now that's one of the biggest things on TikTok, as many of you guys know, including the listeners, because if you're not on TikTok, then I don't know what the hell you've been. But TikTok battles is probably about 90% of TikTok are battles. That's where TikTok makes their most money. That's where most content creators get like their money out of TikTok content creators mainly.
I'm gonna ask what I think a battle is, because as a pretty frequent user, this is kind of like new for me to hear this term being used.
So,
is it when people are like stitching and responding to each other and there's that back and forth?
No. So what this is, you're not seeing it because it's not the content that you're really watching. So what happens is let's say Demon is in the middle of a live stream showing off that 4-inch dong, and and so I can sit there and join, and then if I join, I can now live stream on my end onto his same live stream, and then when we do that, we can initiate a battle. So and then his fans can start tapping on the screen and to make sure he can win, and gifting. Or people on my side can do it to make sure I win. So it's pretty much a battle between viewerships of who's gonna win this. And only thing it does is get the audience amped up. A lot of the times, it's people like, come on, when the elections are going on, that I guarantee is gonna happen again. We're gonna see people, Trump supporters, left and rights, on there going, oh, red and blue, who's gonna fucking get it, blah blah blah, and then it's gonna be that more than likely. I promise you, it's gonna happen. If it happens, it's just
it happened. It happened the last time, and it's the thing. Exactly. But yeah, so and that's how you generate another way of you generating revenue as a content creator, because that money you can either put back into TikTok and give out, or you can actually have it sent to your PayPal account, just like you do your Twitch money and things like that. So like you get paid pretty much every week from there. And I've showed Jordan before. I've made like $400 or $500 in a month from TikTok.
Yeah, now you spend it on big booty bitches.
Which is myself. It's definitely one of those things where I think TikTok is just trying to keep themselves relevant. And the more they evolve, the more relevant they are, especially since, the Gen Z kids have the attention span of 3 seconds. So that's why like Facebook isn't that real popular with the younger kids. But TikTok is, because they see something funny, they see something interesting. All right, I'm cool. I'm moving on to the next one, and they forget about that like that. So that's why Vine was so huge as well, from like the younger millennial sense, because they didn't have a very long attention span either. And I really feel like that TikTok knows who their crowd is and know who they need to be like pleasing. And they're doing it the right way, and that's why they're on top right now. All social
TikTok
media
is also just the most ideal fit when it comes to using the phone. I mean, it is purpose-built from the ground up to suit to the phone viewing experience. Just a simple act of swiping with your thumb to move from a piece of content to piece of content is just sublime. It's the perfect viewing experience, and I haven't done this, thank God. Hi, Charles.
Yo.
Hey, I haven't done this, thank God, but I just accidentally spend a day on TikTok just because there's just so much content that I can gobble up. And one of the problems that I've noticed too is that a lot of people are just posting like clips from movies, but you can end up watching a good chunk of a movie just by like accidentally scrolling through it. I'm like, damn, I'm like halfway through Oppenheimer. I didn't even see this fucking shit yet in theater, but like I know like chunks of the plot now. So that is something that the audience has to deal with because it is easy to want to watch high quality production such as a Hollywood film. We have to go out of our way to go not interested. We're here for original stuff where we want to see this stuff, of course, but we don't want it to undermine all of these people who are trying to do something with this new platform, and that's what I would say is got to be the best thing about it at the moment is just that it really enables anybody to have a fair shot at building a platform and an audience, and then take your audience where you want to go. If you do, I think the issue, if I'm understanding what you're talking about, Funker, correctly, is that TikTok is trying to figure out, shit, how do we not just be the journey? How do we be the destination? And so some of that is more long form content, more ways to interact, and then ways to kind of build up communities that stay on TikTok and interact on TikTok, like what you're saying with the battles. Another fun thing too, and then I'll stop, is Facebook is doing shorts now. And I think that can actually backfire because if all of the people who are on Facebook, like, you know, boomers and Gen Xers, and get used to doing that and then are kind of drawn to TikTok because it's the same idea, then that could cost them viewership. So I think it might not be such a great idea for all of the platforms to try to do everybody else's ideas, because again, what you're doing is you're showcasing why the one who is the best at it is the best at it. So YouTube is trying to do shorts, Facebook's trying to do shorts, LinkedIn's probably doing shorts. I don't know. Instagram is doing reels, is doing shorts. All of these make TikTok look better because TikTok does the best.
Yeah, but I mean
does.
that's been almost everything and everywhere for business. I mean, let's take one of the most simple things in the world, comic books. Marvel and DC. How long have they been bouncing off of each other, of like making a different version of the same character from both universes? You know, let's take Deadpool and Deathstroke. Same exact character, basically, just slightly different.
The trouble that I'm having is that it's a format versus the content. It's like the same like why Pepsi and Coca-Cola have been able to bounce off of each other is because of that cultural clash between the two tastes. What I'm hearing is more of like Netflix versus some of these other video hosting services. Netflix is still sort of the dominant one because it's still overall the best one out of all of them. It's not necessarily because of like what shows are being produced. It would be interesting is if Marvel and DC took on different formats. Like if Marvel, for instance, only ever did short format or periodic issues, and DC only ever did graphic novels. And so they were telling more of these chunkier stories that you had to get into more, but they lacked that freewheeling ability to kind of move in between stories that Marvel might have. So that's just the only thing that I'm not quite seeing the connection.
Yeah, well, look, let me get a little more detailed on it. What I mean is like every business has always found a way to bounce off of each other throughout the history of like businesses, and not even businesses. If you want to think about it, you know, let's say a military, someone builds a particular kind of plane, someone else builds another plane kind of just like it. TikTok mastered the shorts.
Yep.
Eat my shorts. Every other platform is trying to do the same thing, but slightly different.
But even TikTok wasn't the one that made it. It was Vine, but TikTok didn't master it. TikTok mastered when Vine couldn't.
Everyone who started out on TikTok super early knew that TikTok was the new Vine.
Mm-hmm.
That was TikTok's thing, was they wanted to be Vine.
I still never learned how to do the Renegade.
I don't even want to know what that is.
It's a dance move. That's all I got. It's like,
but But yeah, so I feel like it's just what everyone's, all like companies, corporations, people, they see something, they want to do something like it, but change it just enough to where they feel like they're original with it. Um, if not original, pretty close to like, oh, well, they did it this way, but ours is completely different because we did it this way, even though visually it's the same thing. TikTok has definitely dominated over that because they knew what they were going into. Now everyone else is just kind of like dipping their feet in the shallow end and seeing what they can do with it. Do I think it's going to stick around? Who knows? Do I think it's going to be around for a while? Yes. Shorts is definitely majority of the people that are on the internet are perfect for it because they have a very, very, very short attention span. We all know that because if you look at like podcasts and other things like that that are like an hour long, 2 hours long, you know, a lot of people end up dropping off, or they just end up cutting through sections of it.
And I'm guilty of this too, but it's listening with only partial attention. A lot of the times it's something that I have on while I'm playing Diablo or doing something that only takes up the rest of my attention. So I may not be absorbing it to the level that it may want me to be absorbed. Depends on how, I guess, serious or intricate the content is.
Yeah, I just recently started listening to our podcast. And the reason I have recently started listening to it is because Joseph does some pretty good editing. He pops little remarks on the screen. Most of the time, they're not offending me. But
I mean, I can always ramp that up.
Do what you gotta do. I've recently started listening to our podcast. That's, by the way, anywhere you can listen to your podcast other than Apple, because we talked about that at the beginning of the episode. Go fuck yourself. But you can watch the video anywhere. And I didn't realize how entertaining we were. And the episodes that I listen to, that I lose attention to, driving down the road, I'm like, huh. I bet your analytics drop off there. Yep, it goes to the boom. I'm like, okay, cool. We'll just not talk about fucking anal and mouths. Okay, cool. We can talk about anal and mouth. But
never go ass to mouth.
Why? You don't like a little extra? It's like when you go to Chipotle, you get a thing of beans and they give you a little bit more.
That's how you get pink eye, bro.
Charles, how are you?
Alright. The only reason why I'm late is because I'm freaking tired because I haven't been sleeping the greatest.
Understandable. You moved to night shifts when you haven't been on night shifts in a fucking hot bit. Is the job still going good?
Yeah.
Good. At least that's a.
And I'm working on my freaking
positive
laptop right now, but my charger doesn't work anymore.
Is cat chewed
Up.
on the wire?
Pussy.
What?
Always gotta blame the pussy. That's a naughty pussy.
Whoa!
Naughty.
Whoa!
Naughty pussy.
Whoa! Okay, hold up. Turn around. By the way, I think the title for the podcast is gonna be like "fuck TikTok" or something like that. It's probably gonna be offensive. That's our title. Deal with it. Our last episode's title is Blue Chew, not a sponsor, but could be. So that's the title of our podcast releasing tomorrow. So it is what it is. But yeah, I was like trying to figure out what are we titling this, because I had a few ideas for this title, and I went, oh, okay. No, I went, wait, we've been talking about TikTok for like the first 20 minutes. Which fucking title? Boom. We got a title. By the way, real fast, I did search up millennials and things like that, and I fucking hate it here because I am classified as a Gen Z.
Yeah, we knew that.
Yeah, but like you fit the bill as a Gen Z.
Is it because of the mustache?
Think of it this way,
No,
Jordan. Think
it's
of it
not
this
the
way.
mustache.
All right,
The
think of it this way.
persona.
I'm what they call an
Loser.
elder millennial because I'm barely a millennial, right?
Okay.
And you would be considered like, what is an elder Zoomer? What they call you kids nowadays?
No, they're the only ones that people are still alive for at the moment is boomers, and boomers are from 1995
Well, no,
to
I think
1964.
I think someone told me that
95 to 64?
That's your span to be a boomer.
I don't think so. 'Cause
I'm reading off fucking Google. I don't know. I'm just reading. Mama told me to read more, and I'm trying to read more.
I just know that I'm what they consider like an elder millennial.
I can't wait to cuddle. Out of contact, that's so weird. We're gonna be like, oh,
We're gonna go to Canada just to cuddle.
The ladies won't be around. It'll be perfect timing.
Hey, it's not cheating if we're in another country, right?
Actually, I think that is true. I think that is true. But the problem is I don't know where Joseph would end up. I think he would just be directing it. Like, he wouldn't even sleep in the same room.
Need a writer?
See, what's going to happen is we're going to wait till he's asleep, and we're both going to jump in the bed and one at a time and cuddle him, take a picture, and get out of the bed, do it the other way.
Oh my god, yes! Get your passport, please.
Oh, all right. Well, I guess I'm not going to try it, right? So let's.
He's like, well, I'm not going to sleep. You better sleep face up.
Ass out. So here's the thing. I keep bringing up the stash. The reason why I have this mustache, for those of you who may not know, I purposely decided to get this. It's actually been in the makings for 2 months. I've been talking about I should just keep a mustache. I should just get a mustache. Here's the idea. Listen to everyone. Mr. Beast is successful and has a mustache. Laserbeam has a mustache. Successful people have a mustache. Even Hillary Clinton had a mustache. So here's what I'm thinking. I have a mustache. I'll be successful. That is what I'm thinking. It might be science. It might not be. I don't know. Also, the reason I'm doing this is because I'm on a weight loss journey. Woo! I couldn't think of a Journey song. I'm on a weight loss journey, and I was like, damn, I need something to keep.
Journey has like several albums.
I couldn't think of a song. What's the most popular Journey song?
Don't Stop Believing.
Okay. Don't stop believing.
Copyrighted.
Hold on to that feeling. Okay, anyone leave? Cool. All reviewership's gone. Awesome. So anyways, I'm on the weight loss journey. I was like, I need to keep this like entertaining. I was like, man, what can I do? I was like, I've been talking about making it a joke and keeping a mustache for a couple of weeks, and I'll keep it. And I was like, wouldn't it be funnier if I got my passport with like a mustache and blonde hair? I think that'd be funny. Turns out I can't do that. So I was like, okay, cool. Here's an idea. What if I just got a mustache for the weight loss video? So I started the weight loss and I made sure not to shave anything. I was like, okay, cool. Started the weight loss, blah, blah, blah. And started off 246 pounds. Heavy as fuck. Currently, 1 week later, I am 238 pounds. So
Yeah.
I lost 8 pounds. So
All right.
yeah,
All right.
it's going good so far. Protein's been a
I know you
bitch.
said heavy as fuck, and I'm over here at like 270.
Bro, what I'm saying, bro, we gotta get going. We gotta get on that weight loss journey, bro. Dude, I'm here. I'm purposely wearing hoodies and stuff so people don't see like any progress other than my face. That's all you'll see. But I'm not gonna end the 60 days as like a fucking 6-pack abs over there going like, ladies, you want to see some of this? I don't know why I'm Swedish. But I'm not. It's not gonna change like that bad. But I'm like, I just want to look good. That's all I want. And I want to see how much weight I can lose in 60 days and truly not having a cheat day, no exceptions, just like lose weight.
I definitely want to get on one of those. I just haven't looked into it.
Dude, now is your time. Well, no, you're sick. But after you're not sick, it's your time. Because there was no better day to start than now.
Yeah, once my lungs are not fucked up, right?
Yeah, once you're not dying from fucking syphilis or whatever it is, yeah, you'll be fine.
Syphilis.
So, but it's the new year. Happy New Year to everyone. It's 2024, the year that
Happy
already makes me want to fucking unalive myself. So, here's the thing. The year's here. we have goals, we have destinations, we have shit to do. So you, the audience, can also answer and give us whatever you want to accomplish this new year. But we already went over that kind of previously, like what we want to accomplish new year. But I want to know, like, here in the next till March, let's say the first quarter of the year, what are you hoping to achieve?
Money. That's what I wanted. Honestly, dude, I just want to get that sweet ass income coming in. It just feels nice to be able to earn the money and put the money towards good causes, better causes.
Your bank account.
I don't know about all y'all, but like, I mean, a lot of my clients have just felt the fatigue. I think at this point, Jordan might be the only person left in the States who's like, working. Honestly, it feels like most people are burnt out. So I think I feel like a lot of people are just going to get to the end of 2024 and have gone through some kind of like major change. I think a lot of the just wanting to keep the wheels spinning is just not doing it for people anymore because of how many people are busting their ass, and then all they're walking away with is like half the groceries they used to be able to afford. So I think some pretty serious, some big stuff is gonna have to happen this year. I've talked about it like a dozen times already. I will continue to talk about it because it is my passion. But I want to have my material ready to release and promote in 2025. So that's just all I'm putting my my energy towards. The trouble is that like traveling is something that a lot of people want to do. Traveling is important. You guys have been talking about coming to a trip here, but man, putting the funds together for traveling is fucking daunting. A trip, something that can put a lot of miles on the soul and can be a really monumental experience to go be in like Japan for 2 weeks or something like that. Man, that's the down payment on a house.
Yeah.
It is this constant tension. This is all life is this constant tension between how much do you value the world around you as it is, and how much do you value the world around you as it's going to be in the next 10 years, or in the next 5 years, or even in the next year? How much do you value the future versus how much do you value the present? And we all have to deal with this battle every day.
That's fair, especially with the traveling stuff, because the thing is traveling, like you just said, and I bet everyone who's listening can experience the same thing. It's like you want to travel, and that's one thing you want to do for the New Year's, like travel more. It's expensive, especially when you have like huge destinations in mind. I would recommend go with a group. Like going with a group can cut your costs down a ton. Like if Funker's actually able to go, he's not driving, he's not paying for gas. I'm literally going to pick him up and bring him there. So it's like that saves expenses. So if you and a bunch of guys are going out together, it's like good. All going to Toronto. Guess what? 3 people, you can easily cut costs on a hotel room. So instead of paying, $300 out of your pocket a day for 3 days, over $600, not including tax, now it's divided between 3 of you. So it's so much more efficient. I would always recommend try to go with a group. Try to go with family. Try to make a day way in the future, and then remind people the days leading up, and make them book something. Make them book something. So if like you book a rental car or whatever, he books the flight ticket, he books the hotel, because then if they back out, they ruin your trip as well as theirs.
There's also safety too, especially if you're going to let's just say, for instance, I don't know if anybody here has like been to New York. But New York has a lot of things that's appealing about it, but it's also kind of a frightening place to go to if a person's never been. So New York would be something that like eight people, 12 people, as big of a group as you can coordinate to all go to New York together and like rent out a house, like a 2-story flat or something like that. We feel so much more at ease just being able to explore the town with at least something that I'm familiar with.
100%.
Yeah, because I went to New York City once, and this was many years ago. I went to New York City for one reason, which was to go see a J-Rock band called Deer and Grey. I went with 4 other people, and this was like, 2008, 2009, something like that. And it was expensive for us back then. A friend of mine just came back from New York for New Year's. They spent probably like $5,000 for this trip for a weekend.
God damn! damn! I have
in New York
$1,000 off to the side for our Alaska trip. God damn!
That was
And
to
that's only
buy.
3 days.
Yeah, they basically had to buy a hotel, then take the train everywhere, and then got lost, and then take taxis, and then obviously it's New Year's, so trying to be anywhere downtown.
They lost the game of Monopoly. Back to our original question of Funker. Do you have like anything you want to accomplish here in the next like month or two? It can't be money. We all want more. Okay, I know. I want time off.
Honestly, like, man, I think I'm doing a pretty solid job. A lot of it, the stuff I'm doing is just based on like getting my health a little bit better. I'm getting my work life a little more situated, and so that's really about life. It's just get life a little more less chaotic for me.
Yeah, dude, you got your new place. We talked about it on the last episode. You got your new place. Dude, there's gonna be so many cocks back there. I'm just assuming. I'm paraphrasing. I don't know. But, dude, it's gonna be sick. Only thing I ask, practically beg. You see that power box behind you?
Uh-huh.
Put the classic, like, game power box, like, picture on it.
Funny
Where
you
it's
say
like-
that. Can I show you something?
Show it, Daddy!
This one's actually going to be for you, for me putting on there.
No,
Mom,
Mom,
I
I
can't.
can't pause my online game.
You know what? That's sick. Okay.
'Cause
I'm
that
cool
one-
with that.
My mom used to complain when I was playing Super Smash Brothers on the Nintendo 64. She
Oh,
said,
it came in her
"Joseph,
mouth.
turn it down."
Yeah, 'cause there's
And I'd
that
say,
one that's-
"Mom, it's a loud game."
It's not game over. Okay. I dig it. I like how it stays in like your font style of what you like. I like it. And then the gaming zone, nice. Dude, I'm not Here's the thing is, I should be moving into an actual like office gaming space. Should be. There's a lot of stipulations, there's a lot of things we have to wait for and stuff like that, but soon I will not be this will no longer be here. We are moving to a different area. And not into
This is like
another room in a house, like another complete area.
Dude, don't you own this house? Or are you
Like-
selling it?
No, I don't own this
like
house. We rent it.
Alaska?
Nebraska.
No. No, I can't pay your taxes there.
Alaska's America.
I'm not paying your taxes there either. Your healthcare system's broken and proper. It's hard to say. I don't fucking know. I'm American.
Oh,
Anyways,
I can't wait till somebody in America hears that and has something to say.
listen. If you know how to work the system here, our system's great. It's people don't understand like taxes. People don't understand. Well, you can write off this. Well, no, you can't be a fucking thing. Suck a cock. I don't care. But
We're not even supposed to be paying taxes to begin with, but we've been doing it for fucking 100 years.
exactly, it's a free country, and we have to pay for it. So, anyways. Oh, fuckity wuckity. What was I talking about?
You're moving to a new place,
Yeah.
and it's
So
gonna be far away.
it won't be far away, but it will not be here. So
Oh, sorry, that might have been wishful thinking.
that could be either the world's biggest insult or the world's
The
biggest
world's
compliment.
biggest. You get the fuck out of here. The world's biggest.
It is hard to say.
Charles, you still there, bud?
Yeah,
What about you? What are you doing the next couple of months?
I'm not sure. We said working,
I mean, you did start working again, so that's a good thing.
and I'm still really close to hitting 300 subscribers on YouTube, so hopefully I'll be able to do that.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. That's
Are
very dope.
you working tonight as well?
Yeah. And I need to charge my phone. For some reason, this stupid thing's freaking glitching out where I don't even see join on my phone for some reason because it's being. I don't know why the hell this thing's acting up.
Well, it's probably a good thing you don't see Jordan's ugly mustache, but as he flips us off.
And I can't even get to where the freaking thing is to where I could exit the freaking voice chat because this freaking thing's acting up again.
You can
Charles,
always just bring up the app and just like swipe out of the app and then come back in.
I
And I've been doing that, but it won't. It's only showing like half the screen.
I'm afraid of how to handle this, but you sound like you're going through a pretty rough patch at the moment. I feel like you're probably upset about your stuff being fucked with because today is not the first time that it's happened. Like I would be upset legitimately if the people that I shared a home with, who I'm trying to trust, who could maintain some like well-being, are just gnawing at my shit, costing me money. I'd be livid.
One sec.
By the way, I think Jordan, as long as someone's a mod in here, we could actually disconnect you for you.
I can block them, but I don't think that's probably not.
No, you
I
can.
don't know how to do that.
Should be able. No, so it's got to be Jordan. Jordan, you're gonna have to disconnect Charles. Hey,
So-
you kicked him from the server entirely.
Jesus Christ.
Oh fuck!
You were supposed to just.
I was
Oh,
trying
God.
to, but I was on the
Yeah,
fucking
so
You're gonna
phone.
Yeah.
reinvite him now, and then he's gonna apologize.
So then, yeah, there we go.
I don't know why the fuck this fucking piece of shit, like freaking the whole entire fucking Discord server.
That's Jordan. That was Jordan.
Whoa, don't be throwing shame. It wasn't. It was me. I
Yeah.
hit the wrong button. I went.
Yeah.
I was trying to deal with my dad, and I'm like, okay, yeah, cool. And I'm like, hey, Jordan, you want to disconnect from that? Yeah, I'll fucking. I just saw like kick, and I thought it would be kick from this call. So I went, yeah, just fucking kick real fast. And then fucker's like, dang, you kicked him from the actual server. It's like, fuck me in the ass with lube, please.
Oh yeah, just so you guys all know, for someone who does that stuff, is if you're a mod, like in this, like any Discord, when you right click them, there's going to be a long list of things you can do. If you're wanting to kick somebody out of a chat, you hit disconnect, and if you want to kick them out of the server, it's kick. Just so you guys understand that.
Thank you. I appreciate that. With that appreciation, yeah, pretty much all else.
I'm already freaking irritated about a freaking laundry list of things, but and freaking this what if I wasn't for the fact that I know this was an accident, I would have freaking thrown my freaking phone to another room.
That would have been the first time I would have ever actually pissed Charles off to the point he's like, fuck, and then realized it was me. I was like, I'm sorry. But no, this one was on my end for the kicking part. I didn't know why I was clicking. I'm still new to Discord, so I do apologize for that. I'm happy you didn't throw your phone against the wall or out of the room, because then it would have broke somehow, and then you would have been like, fuck, now I'm out of phone. I don't have a phone. I don't have a laptop. It would have been a whole thing. So I'm glad that didn't happen. Very glad that didn't happen.
With the time that we have left, Jordan, tell us the remainder of your travel plans, where you think you're going to go, what you think your new setup is going to be.
So the location is one I'm trying to not talk too much about, because it's still in the state of Kansas, but it's because we have a lot of doxing, and we have a lot of, unfortunately, people trying to do certain things to properties. So we're like, you know what? Okay, no, not gonna say where it is, but it's still in Kansas. And it's gonna be a nice, like, big open room, and I'll be able to actually like have a full VR area. I'll have an actual storage closet for the room instead of it looking like this, so it will be so much nicer. And then they will have a indoor gym. That would be nice, indoor little gym. And the office space will also have a area for my company, Midwest Road Rescue. So it's like a nice big size rooms, very cheap, all said and done. It's like going to be like $700 a month for this area, and it's about 900 to 1,000 square feet. So it's nice. It's nice. It's all soundproofed and stuff like that. So it's fantastic.
So is it going to be? Is it a house that just have those office rooms, or is it?
It's a house. It's still a house. So I can still go outside, and it's gonna be like, wow, Jordan, you live in a fucking weird neighborhood. It's like, yeah, it's not an office building, because goddamn, those are way too expensive. The one in Olathe I was looking at was like $3,000, not for electricity, not for water, not for anything. It was just for the 400 square feet. I'm like, who's paying that? Because I'm not. I'm not paying fucking $3,000 to sit in a room all day to be like, yeah, this is my fucking room. But in the same boat, during the holidays, we really noticed that the Midwest area we have for our company is in our living room. So our living room's like Midwest living room and dining room, and it's like we don't like that. My office is a storage space / my office. So it's like, we don't like that. So, and we have nowhere to work out. So we're getting this nice, like 900 square foot area, and we're going to be able to like make our indoor gym. And it's going to be a nice house size location. So I'm excited because I get to actually have more of a setup. I get to use the mini fridge. This is, I got a Creeper mini fridge, 2 doors. You can say he can give me some head.
It's actually pretty dope.
Yeah. So
I wonder if like when that thing like it shorts out over a few years and it actually goes through the exact same process of going like and then it actually will blow up.
You know what? If that happens, it would be the best thing I've ever gotten.
Yep.
It would be the best thing I've ever gotten. But with
until it starts destroying everything you own, and then you're gonna rage.
well, if it like burns down the house, I mean, yeah, it would
got that.
suck. But in the same boat, like a lot of it doesn't fucking blow up my house. It's all good. Now I say that for the references of every time we play Minecraft, the creeper is always trying to blow up our fucking house. So that's where that reference comes from.
I'm the one that's thinking having to wage a war with these motherfuckers.
They're over there going like, okay, boss, what do we do? That JR fanatic. Get his house. You're like, man, this is a nice day. So, you know what? Yeah. I've seen the heads on coffins. It's not great. But the ideas for the next 3 months, I haven't had a day off in over 2 months, and my next day off is going to be the 23rd, and I am going to go see Joseph in Canada, and it'll be fun. It'll be a great time. That is my goal for the next within the quarter of the year.
I'm so hyped for this.
I am so fucking hyped. It's not even funny. Like I
Can't wait for you to pay Canadian prices on things.
I can't wait for Charles to show up in public with a gun.
Food? How about I just fucking starve?
You'd be like, how much is your energy drink in Canada now?
No, it's
Canada.
How much is like a fucking Monster there or a Red Bull?
I can find that out for you.
I will absolutely
But
shit
you gotta
myself if you
bear with
say
me.
more than $3.
I'm guessing 10.
Hey, Charles, if it's $10, I will do something
I mean,
insane on
by
camera
10,
right
I mean
now.
10 Canadian.
I know that's what you're meaning, but
Dude,
still,
if it's $10, we're just gonna go ahead and stop at a gas station before we go.
exactly. Just load up and grab a backpack, go into a gas station, be like, put it in.
Yeah. Like,
I mean,
why
thinking
get all
on
the
the
energy?
Schwarzenegger got away with it.
Canada. That's why.
I mean, figure out Schwarzenegger got away with freaking hijacking a freaking gas station in Terminator 3, so.
Yeah, well, his last name's also
Yeah.
I'm just going her podcast. Please don't put a bleep there, because that would make it sound like I just said the N-word. So please don't do that. But then I could pick up some primes and give them to Joseph, and then we could be sipping on some prime. Even though Logan Paul is really showing his colors right now, but I love the drink. I can give 2 fucks about him, but I love the drink. So
No shit, he's supposed to be a
here
freaking
we go.
champion in freaking WWE. Fuck that piece of shit faggot.
There's a bleep for you.
I'm thinking venting some frustrations, by the way.
no shit.
All right, so Monster Energy drink is $3.27 Canadian.
327 Canadian. Okay, I mean,
So about
Wait, well-
$2.50 American.
yeah,
It's
it would be
cheaper.
about 250 to 260. So that's not bad.
Oh, this is also 473 milliliters.
I'm trying to, honestly, that's not too bad, but I've never been to Canada, so I don't know if my card will do the exchanging while I'm there. Like if I go there and be like, okay, swipe, and it's gonna automatically take the proper amount, or if like I have to go to
Sure.
a fucking ATM or something.
I don't know either. Huh. Well, I guess we'll find that out when you try to check into your fucking hotel.
Dude,
All
I'm
right, well, I
getting
guess I'm
an
taking the
Airbnb with
go
or
back
without you.
to
We don't
Jukes
take you-
later.
We don't take your dirty American money here.
Dude, one thing I'm going to definitely do is I'm getting an Airbnb. There's a skyscraper for like 3 days for $700. I was like, fuck yeah, I'm doing that. Sit in a skyscraper for 3 days and the watch over fucking Canada. It was going to be
Dude,
fantastic.
if I go, I'm getting really, really elevated and sitting up there in the skyscraper.
Dude, that's how I'm just excited. Like, I am legitimately hyped. Like, I've not worked so hard. I didn't even work this hard to go down to Austin, Texas to see my idol, my role model, my everything. Like, I didn't even work this hard. I paid $240 for a goddamn passport. Made sure to get it done before the holiday so it would actually get fucking done. Planning out Airbnbs along the way. The hotel for Rooster Teeth was booked last minute. Because I was like, I didn't know if I was fully going yet. So I'm like planning ahead, because here's the thing: we're going to do a podcast while we're there. We're gonna meet people. We're gonna do some sketches. It's gonna be fucking fantastic.
You're gonna maybe have a beer, or maybe make it like a
non-alcoholic beer.
Oh, you're gonna be a bitch.
I'm gonna be a bitch. Listen, I'm driving the Prius. Damn it!
You're not driving it the full 3 days.
I might be. You don't know.
No, you won't.
Oh! Before I forget,
Oh.
assuming you got room,
Mm.
bring your magic cards.
Okay, Commander. Like what? Because I have a shit ton of magic cards. So like, are we playing? We're gonna play like some Commanders, some Modern, some what?
I only got the one commander deck, but I got a couple of different decks that are of different
How about
formats.
this? How about this? I'll bring a Commander deck or two, but I'll also stop at the stores, buy a pre-made standard deck for both of us, and then we can do that as well.
Not too shabby. I'll see if I can put a few more good decks together before then. So we'll teach Funker how to play one of the best card games ever made.
Wait, I think Funker, you know how to play Magic?
I've been playing Magic longer than you boys. I've been playing Magic before you were born.
Pack up your decks, bitch!
I apologize. I didn't know. I apologize.
I haven't played in a long time. Because
Hey, and you haven't played in Canada.
Oh yeah, there is exchange rate on the mana too. So everything that costs you 2 mana is just like 3.5 mana in Canada. So the curve is a little different here.
Tap one mountain, you're like, no, Canada tax. Fuck!
Well, we're tapped. But if you go to Alberta, then yeah, the mountains you actually get double the rate on it.
That's fucking
Good recovery, Joseph. I agree.
That's awesome. Okay, unfortunately, we're running out of time for the Skull Hunter podcast. I got no more to say other than the stash is going to go strong. Next time we record this episode, I'll be 228 pounds or lower. That is my goal, 228 pounds. I will make that happen because I'm a thick boy. Do we have anything else we want to say before we sign off on this lovely, horny episode of the Skull Hunter podcast?
Happy fucking New Year, everybody. We're glad you guys tuned in. We're really excited that you guys are still here. We're still doing the Skull Hunter podcast. We're evolving every single day, except for Jordan. He kind of gets dumber every single day, but prettier too. So it kind of works out.
If you have a cat, make sure you also have your own place so you can have a room so that you can shut the door to see if freaking shit doesn't get destroyed.
That too.
I sure will.
Keep your shit out of the way of like cats.
Yeah, because pussies get it all. Woo! So what I just did, you have to watch the end of the episode to find out. And that better be in the intro. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
My freaking crotch itches like a motherfucker.